table have reached something that no other Khoi groupings have reached or worked for over the 2.5 decades. And the unity issue is important to us because we protect each other, we still live our culture in that way. Those that come from other, I want to just on that part, Chief, those that come from other nations and want to come and speak for us, it must stop. I want to just emphasize that. Because we have been silenced for centuries in our own land, with our own people, and the women suffer so much by the abuse of these people. And I was one of them, and I know Chief Tanya as well. We have children, we raise our children with the morals that we learned from our forefathers, trying to bring them out of what we know, the so-called Cape Flats and all of those evils that exist there. And today that must also stop on my part, as a mother, as an indigenous woman, and also pushing for unity, because this must stop now. Other people can't speak for us. They will always create animosity. And that thing we put straight today. There's no animosity. We are brothers and sisters of our forefathers of this country, who was the first nation of South Africa.
That was Princess Chantal from the Katskurana House, part of the collective. And now I'm going to ask Chief Tanya, would you like to add?
Yeah, I have a few concerns. One, the fact that South Africa is a signatory to the UNDRA, the ILO, and all other international mechanisms and protocols. How come this public display of transgression is being used by a group of, quite frankly, renegades? It is very disturbing because the area identified for the development is within the territorial jurisdiction of the Horenaikwa clan.
Yes.
The Horenaikona has not been granted tenancy by the Horenaikwas in their kraal. So who then has given the authority to the Horenaikonas if during the whole process of NARIG since 2013 up until 2017, the Horenaikonas never raised any rights to that area until they received a lease agreement through Public Works. So the other point that I want to raise is the mudslinging. It has been a difficult journey. We couldn't really focus on the ethics, on the beauty of this development in terms of IFPIC. We couldn't look at the development as a means to bring forth the process of healing to our people. What has happened is we've been accused of corruption in terms of laundering, money laundering, high-level crime. We've been accused of taking bribes. Families have been threatened, and publicly. And then within the DOJ, you still have these people who have the right to be applicants in this matter. So I do believe that the judge must apply forethought and also research the rights of the Western Cape First Nation Collective in terms of UNDRIP and particularly IFPIC. There are no violations on the side of the Western Cape First Nation Collective Trust.